So we're here today to talk about the customer experience and how Orange help transforming that customer experience and what are the different trends and expectations today. What are today the main reason why a customer wants to improve the customer experience? You probably all use Amazon, right? I mean, are you using Amazon services today? Are you ordering on Amazon? Yeah? Who else? You? Yeah, so once you order on Amazon, right, you click, you buy, it's done, right? Your shipping address is already in the system, you don't have to put it again, your credit card information are already stored. So this kind of expectation from a customer view, right, now are migrating to the enterprise world. So because the expectation are higher from an end customer, now even your customer in your enterprise, they want the same. It can be your, you can maybe support your company internally, or if you really provide services and sell services, now the customer expects the same level of service. So when they call, they want instant resolution. They don't want to talk to you again about the same problem. They want you to know beforehand why they are calling you. So there is also a proliferation of channels, right? It's not about voice only. You want to be able to communicate with the company through WhatsApp, through Facebook, Messenger. You want to tweet. The company needs to monitor, what's going on in the social media. So it's very important to connect that to your contact center to make sure that you can respond accordingly. If there is an outage, right, maybe you want to check that on Twitter, there is an AWS outage, you want to make sure you can answer to that. The big issue that we see also is like siloed organization. Sometimes you acquire, small company and they have different systems that don't talk to each other. So it's really important that you connect those silos to have a global vision and a global customer experience, right? So I was talking about Amazon. You can buy a service in Japan, you can buy something in your hotel room, the experience will be the same. So we really want to deliver the same experience whatever you can do. An important factor also is employee attrition, so reducing the turnover by delivering, a really efficient solution. Cloud-based solution also is very important. So that's what we see on the contact center aspect. Same? All right. Cool. Okay. Excuse me. So the slide that we don't show you, it's about innovation, right? What are the innovations today in the space? So you hear about AI all the time, like what is AI? How AI can help you delivering a better service to your contact center agent. But simply by doing the analytic on those data, you can be you can help them reducing the waiting time, and you can help them by providing data beforehand. So let me just take an example. I mean, we did this demo with Matt a couple of weeks ago, where you are selling, you're a travel agency selling, tickets. I'm a customer, I'm trying to book, there is an outage on the website, I cannot book my flight. So I'm going to call the support and say, hey, I have a problem, I cannot book my flight, can you help me? The call center agent will have those information. He will know who is calling, he will see the name of the person, what are the history of the purchases, and he's going to be able to offer the right flight, right? Oh, I know you are looking for that flight, so let me book it for you, but also based on the history of the interaction, can offer a package to go for a trip, let's say in Punta Cana with his family 6 months later, because we can know using those data that he tried to book that flight maybe 2 months earlier, right? So using the history, you can make proactive and in real-time offer to the agent. So what are the common business driver when we talk about contact center? So we want to increase the first contact resolution. I talked about it. We want to boost, customer loyalty, and that immediately will increase sales. As you may know, it's really easy to, it's not easy, but it's better to sell to an existing customer than to find a new one. The goal is really to improve the employee satisfaction, but also the customer satisfaction. Now I will give Matt, yeah, go ahead.
So what we were going to show here is, we're talking about contact center, and traditionally the call center, you think about it as a phone, but what we're also talking about in a customer experience is that kind of omni-channel perspective. And so as somebody goes through their journey, as a customer goes through their journey, they may, hit the websites, they may do email, they may come in over a phone line, they may go to the actual store, they may have social media connection. And so what happens is, you can have all these different touch points. And so what we're talking about with the call center is that whether it's on the website or the social or from mobile, when somebody calls in, all of those channels are covered, right? So you can build a model of how you're going to actually use that data to enable the customer's experience, whether they're calling in about a problem or they're calling in for an opportunity. And once you do that, you can actually see the full picture, right? Which is very, very important. So just to give you an example of a project we did with a bank in Belgium, with their call center, we basically had real-time information, artificial intelligence, giving the operator 4 different options to try and upsell or cross-sell a client who might call in. So they're a bank, mobile banking kind of takes over, so the value of that call goes up exponentially, right? And so what we did is, by giving them that, we didn't just give them a single option because we didn't have all the information, we didn't have the context of the call. And so this is kind of a blend between AI and human judgment. But by doing that and letting the actual call center rep figure out which one would be appropriate, it kept reinforcing the system and also provided some great benefits. For example, within 15 days, they basically improved sales by, I think, 30 to 40% within a couple of call centers. And they did A/B testing between call centers without it, call center with it. So it's pretty powerful stuff. And that was in 2014. And so with the advancements in contact center, with the advancement of the type of connections and ways people can communicate with you, having that kind of capability has become even, exponentially more important.
Thank you, Matt. So this type of use case can be demonstrated as well here. So we have 2 demos running. One with showing that we can monitor IoT devices and send, if there is an alert, we can send the alert directly to the agent on the Cisco Finesse platform. So the agent can be proactive, and either if it's a transportation issue, can call a driver and say, hey, you have an issue, the apple that you're transporting are going to be bad because there is a temperature sensor, and we detect that the temperature is too high, you have to get a service. We also have a demo showing the integration of ServiceNow with Cisco, and that shows that when a caller calls, you can instantly see the ticket that is calling about, and you don't have to manage anything related to the voice. Once you're on the phone, you can really work on the service now. So our value is really adding services and integrating those services together. So we are working with Cisco, but we are also working with other companies, and our value is to add those different bricks, because there is not one solution that fits all.